Okay, we're going to take a quick tour of my cabinet and have a bit of a look at how I've got some of the things working between MAME and DOFLinx. So there's the cabinet in front of you. It's not finished yet. You can see all of the top marquee stuff's missing, but you can see it's running the pin-up menu system there. So I'm kind of missing all of the screens up the top here. Not done yet. But if we go down through the cabinet, and also my power supply is not working properly, so I'm going to have to temporarily hook up the power supply. So we'll open the front up. It's got a couple of slide out shelves. So there's got a power slide out for the PC. But we won't need that at the moment, so we'll put that shelf back in. We will need the power shelf out a little bit. It's missing the power supply here. Haven't quite finished that yet. So what I'll do is I'll temporarily hook up a bit of power to make sure we can get some of the button LEDs working, which is kind of the point here. I've got the button LEDs mimicking the flashes at this point because I don't have enough power to run it all until I get the power supply finished. So that'll give us a bit of power. Just put the little external unit on so you can see the lights have come on there, so I've got a bit of power on there. There's a pinscape setting at the back underneath all of that. You can see it flashing there. This whole shelf pulls well forward, all the control wires slide back, and actually the bit you can see at the bottom there is the lifter. This cabinet self-lifts, so you can lift it up. At the moment, I've got pin-up running there. That's just my just added screen, a bit of Disney. And over on an extra screen on the side here, I've got DOFLinx running, as well as there's the marquee that will actually go up the top on those screens when they turn up. So to see everything working, the action's going to happen on the RGB buttons here. This button here, the reset button, has actually been wired up, or not wired up, just configured so that it will be the center flasher. My flashers are actually on top of the cabinet, so right up above here, but not enough power to run those at the moment. So I'll start up Gallagher, and because I know I can play that one-handed to at least get a little bit of a score. So, menus gone around a circle on me. Just got to find the things on the menu. Let's just go back, MAME. Just go in there. I've only got a few games loaded here at the moment, so I'll just pick Gallagher, and then I'll try and get about here so you can see things happening. So we'll just select that off the menu. Now, you'll notice the buttons start to change colour down here, so that one's gone off. Game's loading at this point. Now the exit button's also come on. That's also illuminating green. At the moment, the exit button, I've got a few issues just on the wiring. It's only hardware wiring. Now, on here you'll see Gallagher starting. If we actually pause this, what'll happen is you can see the pause button fading in and out there. So that's DOFLinx driving that due to the pause command that comes out of MAME. If we turn that off. When we actually, I've got this one set up for coins. When one coin goes in, you can see the button here flashing. That's actually being driven by outputs from MAME at this point in time. So over here on the DOFLinx screen, you can see it sort of processing through the messages from the MAME game. Now, let's get a player going and get a game happening. This is the one, again, the one to watch. So player one, I'll try and play this one-handed. I think you can get up to about 2,000 one-handed without having to move the joystick. So you can see that reset button there actually flashing when different events happen. So it's going different colours. That would be your centre flasher. And what it's doing is as the score goes up, you can see the score up the top of the screen. Oh, here I go. Score at the top of the screen, got to 1600 rather. If we come over to the DOFLinx screen, what you can actually see here is you can see the current score for player one is 1600. And what's happened in the menu or the debug screen here, you can see that it's been turning on the center flasher when the score actually changes. So as the score here, which is reading in real time, changes, in this case by 10 or, it's by 50 or 100, 160 if ship's in flight. I always forget what they are, but there they are on the screen. So as that score changes, you've actually got actions happening. So if I exit back out of there, you'll notice the buttons will change as we go back to the menu. So just the start button's on. And that is MAME being read by DOFLinx in real time, being driven by scores on screen. So it's all starting to happen.